Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the difference between centralized and decentralized stores. Firstly, what is the definition of centralized store? When an organization receives raw materials in one warehouse but supplied the raw materials separate production center or departments or division, it is called as centralized store. When the management of the company is strict regarding the material control, they follow the central system. So what is happening over here is the organization is buying the raw material from one particular vendor, keeping it in one warehouse, and then this raw material will be supplied to the different production centers, departments, or the division. So the whole control is there under the hands of the central management, where they're evaluating the quality of the raw material and then it is getting dispatched to the different production centers, departments, or the division. Now, what are the advantages of this centralized store? First advantage is better supervision could be possible due to single location. Materials are tightly controlled due to the specific area. Better layout can be maintained because it is already prefixed that from where and what can be bought. So the layout can be arranged in advance. High technical skills maintained by the store supervisor. And as the stock are kept as low as possible, it has needed a lesser storage area, which is very important because space management is again one of the important concern of any retail store. Better facilities for the store audit can be arranged. Easier stock taking is possible when we have centralized store. Lower cost of insurance is required. What are the disadvantages of centralized store? Due to frequent transportation to production center, departments, and division, higher transportation cost will be incurred. There are possibilities of the bottleneck in the flow of materials to production. It has a greater risk of obsolescence. Due to the centralized store, production may be hampered due to the delay in the material supply because you cannot buy any material from outside because you are completely dependent upon the central system to supply you the raw material. When we talk about decentralized store is the store where the materials are received, issued from the same place. A large group of company maintain this decentralized store nearer to its production center so that they can avoid the production disruption and as well as minimize the carrying cost of the inventory. As we have seen in the centralized store, from wherever the company is buying the raw material, that needs to be transported to the production place, to the departments and the division. Whereas in the decentralized store, wherever the production house is located, there only the product will be, the material will be purchased from nearby so that you can reduce the time consumption as well as you can minimize the carrying cost of the inventory as well. And every production department purchase handle raw materials separately. Decentralized store is suitable where there is a huge material movement and the production. Now, what are the advantages of decentralized store? The first advantage of decentralized store is easy material controlling, store functioning. Material handling can be quicker than centralized system, minimizes the chance of material losses due to fire and carrying. Internal transportation cost is not needed. Material handling cost can be saved. Requirements of the individual department can be easily fulfilled. The disadvantages of centralized store: supervision cost of materials are relatively high because you are not buying from one point, but rather as per the convenience of the production house, the items are being purchased. More space is required for the individual department. Investment amount is comparatively higher than the centralized store. Very chance of misappropriation of stock due to appropriate authority. As separate store, additional staff is needed. Hence, the staffing cost also will be very higher under the decentralized store. So what we have seen the difference between the centralized and the decentralized stores in a retail management. Thank you.